At least Miami Heat forward Jimmy Butler is making fun during his suspension-filled month. On Monday, the Heat announced Butler was suspended indefinitely after walking out of practice in preparation for tonight's game against the Orlando Magic. He later appeared to troll the Heat by posting a video on social media of Tommy Strawn from the 1990s sitcom Martin. Strawn was known for not having a job in the show. As Jimmy Butler was set to return tonight from his second suspension against the Orlando Magic, the Miami Heat suspended him a third time. The Heat released a statement explaining Butler was suspended for 5 games for continuing to engage in conduct detrimental to the team and intentionally withholding services. The team informed Butler he would not start tonight upon his return, and Haywood Highsmith would start in his place. ESPN salary cap expert Bobby Marks summarized the actions the Heat will continue to do each time Butler gives them a reason warranting suspension. "We continue to learn that Miami will do this suspension dance all season with Jimmy Butler," Marks said. "If Butler continues to give the Heat a reason, like walking out of shoot-around, he will get suspended. And just like Ben Simmons with Philadelphia, Butler will likely get a good chunk of the money back after it goes to arbitration or gets settled." Marks pointed out the key wording in the Heat's statement would indicate how much money Butler would lose in this 5-game suspension. Anything related to failure to render services will cost him $532,737 per game. Because this suspension is indefinite, Butler is projected to lose at least $2,663,685 through the 5 games he will miss. This suspension follows his 7-game suspension on Jan. 2, and his 2-game suspension ended after the Heat's last game against the Brooklyn Nets on Saturday. Butler's total losses from suspensions will be at least $5.2 million. Despite saying his beef isn't with any of the players on the Miami Heat rosters, Jimmy Butler's poor play since his return from his last suspension hurts their chances of winning. The Heat certainly are a middling team without Butler, but they were able to give several of their core players for the future a chance to build chemistry and step out of a more supporting cast role they had behind him. Jaime Jaquez Jr. had his first 20-point performance during this stretch. They went 3-4 without him during his 7-game suspension.